Okay, so a follower asked me why sorting is so important, and I promised to make a video, an episode about sorting, so I can discuss the importance and benefits of sorting your fries, your fingerlings, and juvenile, up until may lunch sizes, and sometimes the table size. But I have not been able to make the video because I've been quite occupied at the farm because of a customer who came with a very high demand for fingerlings. So we've been trying to sort that. And for those of us who don't know, at Surplus Farms, we are always in stock with fingerlings, juvenile, jumbo sizes catfish. So even if you want 200,000 pieces of catfish, just send a DM and let's talk business and let's do business. Right, so let's go into sorting. Okay, welcome back. And this is Surplus, and this is another day of being an entrepreneur. And today we're discussing sorting, its importance, its benefits, and the consequences of avoiding or ignoring sorting your fish, your catfish particularly. Now, imagine putting these two fish in the same space, expecting both of them to compete for space, for food, for territory. It's unfair. It's definitely unfair. So I'm going to tell you exactly how this works. If you're really serious about making profits from catfish farming, then you must understand is that sorting is not just optional. It is very necessary. From the very first day you stock your pond, not all fingerlings grow at the same time. Some grow faster, some grow slower. And if you leave them unsorted, definitely the bigger ones are going to dominate the feed and the smaller ones will struggle to survive unavoidably. And in catfish farming, the bigger fish don't just compete, they eat the small ones. Very cannibalistic in nature, catfish. Now, here are the consequences which you can't avoid as long as you don't sort your catfish. First, loss of stock. You hear farmers complaining that they stocked 20,000, 30,000 pieces of catfish, and during harvest, they harvest 4,000, they harvest 3,000 pieces. Some of them complain that they harvest 2,000 pieces of catfish. And most times they complain that it might be their workers, it might be their employees who are coming to steal their catfish one way or another. And they install cameras in their farms and all that and still can't figure out why their catfish is missing. Very simple. It's because they have refused to sort. The big fish are always eating the small ones. And the painful part is they don't just eat them or eat part of them. Most times they swallow the small ones in whole. And as dramatic as this might sound, it's the truth. Another consequence of not sorting your catfish is your loss of capital. We're not even talking about profit here. Your capital, per se, you spend maybe 200,000-300,000 to buy a couple thousand pieces of catfish and you stock. Now in the next 2-3 weeks you can't even find your capital because these fish have fed on themselves and they've reduced your stock to half. Let's say you stock 30,000 pieces and in the next 3 weeks to a month you have over maybe 8,000-9,000. Your capital is gone. Let's not even talk about profit here. You are not making profits per se, but even the money you invested is gone. It's a very big risk. If you don't want to sort, don't stock. If you don't know about it, don't go into it. The last consequence I'm going to be discussing here is the loss and reduction of profits. Look, most times, most of the products we sell as entrepreneur, most of the products we sell are profitable. You buy a product for 10 naira, you sell for 30 naira, and you have made profits. That is just gross profits. Now, if you take away the expenses of running that product, producing that product, you take away salaries, you take away fuel, you take away transportation, you find out that most of the businesses we run, we have made very tiny, very insignificant net profits. Now, imagine you refusing to sort and your profits still drops the more. It is a lose-lose situation for you. And yes, Too much sorting, like every other thing, makes your fish weak, makes your fish sick. But guess what's even worse than too much sorting? Not sorting at all. So at least every 10 to 15 days, monitor the growth of your fish, monitor the growth of your shootouts and your growouts, and make sure you sort. Hit the like button if you've watched the video this far. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe. I am Surplus, and I help you make money.